Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Kyrie091 hanging out with you today. Let's see here. This is episode 6 of this here LP, and we're having a lot of fun. I just finished recording the episode 4 fix because I messed up trying to upload episode 4. But who cares about that? This is episode 6, and we're going on and we're feeling strong, and look at all those barrels of stuff and all these neat chests we got going. I'd say things are going pretty well. On the agenda for today's episode, oh boy, look at this. The oak tree I planted, that grew in a hurry. I'd like to, well, I'll probably fill this in off camera so I don't fall in there and get stuck like all the time. On the agenda for today's episode, I'd like to make a couple of, maybe like a tool rack to hang some neat tools on. We'll show you how that works. And maybe make a hammer to get some mining done, which is going to be pretty awesome. So, let's see. Where to begin? You know what? Why don't I plant some of this MFR rubber? These rubber trees I got right here. I'll take these outside. And we'll plant them. We're not going to need them for a little while. But there's no reason not to have them growing. Put that one right there. And why the heck don't we just put this one right there? And we'll put tree number 3 right there. Hopefully those grow up to be big and strong, and I get some more saplings out of them so we can plant even more. Ah, look at this. Farm's done over here. I don't know if I've shown you guys what cotton's all about yet. I know you've seen me growing it and harvesting it and doing nothing with it, but I've, don't think I've actually taken a moment to actually show you what you can do with it. So, I'll do that real quick. Let me replant all my crops out here, and I'll meet you inside. Alright, real quick, let's take a look at what this cotton does. You can do 2 main things with it. You can turn it into string if you line it up in 3, or if you put it like that, you get wool if you put 9. So it's a good way to make string and wool, as it says, the source of all string and wool. I am not going to do any of that with it because I don't know for sure what I'll need from it. I might need string, I might need wool, so I'm not going to make anything yet. Although I guess I could make string and be safe, but no, I'm not going to do that. We have the grindstone over here, so let's check that out. We've already gone over that it's pretty rad. And we can, looks like there's lead in there right now. So if we turn this, you can see there's lead being ground up right now. Turn that for a while, and that lead will turn into lead, well, it should turn into lead dust. There we go. And we can smelt the lead dust just like we smelt anything else, and we'll get some lead ingots like I got in here. So, another way that we can double our ore is using the smeltery. The smeltery has plenty of lava in it because we put that portable tank on there to fill it up. So, why don't we go ahead and put some iron in the smeltery and see what we can do with it. Now, a smeltery takes a while to cook stuff up. As you can see, we got a lot of iron in there right now. 18 pieces iron ore. You can even see it in there filling up the smeltery. If we look in the window, yep, it's full of iron. So, while that's cooking up, why don't we make ourselves a hammer? We're going to need some wood. I probably got some in here. Yeah, that'll work. We are going to need some cobble, and we should have what we need to make a hammer. So first, let's come to our stencil table. Let's find the stencils that we're going to need. We'll need a hammerhead pattern. We will need the large plate pattern. Look, it's got a creeper face on it. And we're going to need a tough tool rod pattern. So, got all that stuff. Let's go to our part builder now. And first, we'll make the tool rod. We'll make it out of planks. So we got a wooden tough tool rod. You can see over here. Let's go over some of this Tinker's Construct stuff. If we were to make it out of cobblestone, you can see that the handle modifier on cobble is 0.5. 0.5. That means it takes whatever the base durability of the tool is and it multiplies it by 0.5. Meaning that when you use cobble, when you use stone as the handle, you actually end up with half as much durability than you should have. So we're going to use planks for the handle. And as you can see, the handle modifier in planks is 1.0. You don't lose any, but you also don't gain any. There's other materials that are much better than wood to make your handle out of. For now, we'll stick with wood for our hammer. So, let's grab the wooden tool rod out of there. The wooden tough rod, I'm sorry. And we'll put the pattern over here since we're done with it. Now we're going to make a hammerhead. The hammerhead, oh, let's go over the material cost. See, the pickaxe has a material cost of 1, so the hammerhead costs 8. It's going to require 8 of these cobblestone to make this hammerhead. So we'll get it. Some things like the tool rod and the tool binding only require half. When you need half of something, so if I take this stone binding, it's going to cost 1 cobble, but the other half comes out as a stone shard. I could then use that half, which is the stone shard's a half a piece of cobble. I could use that to make another binding if I wanted to. Why the heck not? I'll do it. I'm just demonstrating. Now the large plate. We need 2 of those to make the hammer. So we'll grab 1 and 2. Alright, I don't actually need these stone bindings I just made, so I'm going to put those in there. How's our iron coming along? Hey, look at that. Looks like the iron's melted down. Well, we'll just leave it sitting there melted for a while. We'll get back to it once we're done making our hammer. So to make the hammer, we're going to click on hammer. Let's do this. We're going to place the tool rod right there, the tough tool rod, and then we're going to put the hammerhead right there, and then we'll put a stone large plate on either side, and there it is. We got a hammer. What can the hammer do? Well, I'll meet you down in the mine, and you'll see what the hammer can do. Okay, so here we are down at the bottom of the mine. You can see my stairs leading back up there. Let's check out what this hammer is all about. Look at that. Oh, that wasn't a very good demonstration because the gravel got in the way. Mine's out a 3x3 area around the area that you swing at. Look, I already found some redstone. So using this hammer, you can basically just tunnel around down here, and you will find all kinds of good stuff real quick. Let's get some light going. It's kind of dark down here. So let's just keep tunneling. And look at that. There's some iron. There's some chimerite right next to it. So as you can see, oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. See? You see how wonderful this hammer is? You find diamonds in no time when you have a hammer because you can dig around so much. Look at emerald, diamond. Look at how much we've gotten, and we've only just barely gotten started mining with this hammer. Oh, we found some silverfish. I know you're always excited about finding them, right? I know I am. Ah, stupid silverfish. Alright, so let's keep digging. Are you freaking kidding me? Guacamole, dude. There's a lot of silverfish coming on here. Alright, leave me alone, you dumb silverfish. Ah, so look what we got here. This is ruby ore. It's added by Project Red. It behaves a lot like that sapphire ore that we picked up last time. I'm going to grab 1 diamond. I'm only grabbing 1. I will show you why I'm only grabbing 1 after I grab some redstone. I'm going to leave those other diamonds there. We'll come back and get them later. Definitely want that emerald, though. Alright, so I guess I will meet you guys back up at the base, and we'll show you what's up with the gold. I'm going to grab the gold, then I'll meet you guys back over at the base. Oh, man, my pick's about to break. I'm not even going to be able to get all this cool stuff. Alright, I'll see you back at the base, guys. Alright, before I lose my place with the iron in the smeltery here, I can right-click on the smeltery controller and see that even though we only put in 18 iron ores, you can see it's melted into 36 iron ingots. We can pour them out using the seared faucet on the smeltery drain, pour it right into this casting basin, and after a while, once it's done pouring, it takes a second to harden up, but once it does, we get a block of iron. We can split that up into ingots, and boom, 9 iron ingots. Now this is another way to double your ore output. I mean, you know, we have the grindstone, and it'll give us the same thing, 2 ingots for every 1 ore. But obviously, you kind of have to stand in front of the grindstone and turn the thing forever. So this is a little bit easier with the smeltery. It is a little bit more work because you got to build this giant smeltery, and you have to keep it supplied with lava in order to get it to melt your stuff down. But all things considered, I'd rather do this than stand in front of the grindstone, holding on the right-clicking on the wooden crank there to get it going that way. So once this last thing of iron pours out here and gives us our final block of iron, we'll see that the 18 The 18 iron ores we put in have yielded 36 iron ingots. Let's real quick do this because we're going to need it pretty soon. We're going to make one of these wooden, these wood to iron chest upgrades, and we'll slap it on that chest. Boom, iron chest. All right, let's put the rest of this iron in the ores chest. So, why did I only bring back 1 diamond if I want to get myself a diamond pick? As we all know, diamond picks require 3 diamonds. Well, not anymore. Here's what you can do. Every time you repair something, you get that little hammer sound too. That's kind of cool. You can see when I set my pick down, it says I have 3 remaining modifiers. What does that mean? Well, you can add different modifiers to your equipment using Tinkerer's Construct. One of them is we can add a diamond. Now, what does a diamond do? It increases the durability by 500, so you can see this pick will go from 131 durability up to 631, and it also increases the mining level. Currently, this pick with a stone pickaxe head can mine up to iron. Well, if I put a diamond on it, it can mine obsidian. Mining speed is still really slow, so it's still going to take all day, but we can fix that too. Adding redstone, see, even this 1 piece of redstone is going to increase the mining speed just a little bit. I don't want to do that quite yet. I'm not sure how much redstone I have. Well, I guess I got enough to do that. I'm going to add a few pieces of lapis, not everything I got, maybe just 10 pieces of lapis. And we'll go ahead and put some redstone on it. The easiest way I've found to do redstone is to do 5 blocks and 5 pieces, because 50 redstone equals 1 modifier on there. So if we put this up there and we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you'll see that each time we do it, we're getting 10 pieces of redstone, 9 from the block and 1 from the individual one. So let's do that. Every time we do it, we're using up 10 pieces of redstone, and now look at the mining speed has doubled. It went from 4 up to 8. And it also has 50 of 50 redstone. If we put another redstone, we could, and we can make it even faster, but I don't want to waste a modifier doing that. As you can see, I only have 1 modifier left. I used 1 for the diamond and 1 for that redstone. Final modifier we're going to use is going to be some lapis. So we'll go ahead and put all 10 pieces on there. Lapis adds a modifier called luck. Luck leads to the vanilla fortune modifiers. Right now it doesn't have the fortune 1 or anything, but the more you mine with a pick that has luck on it, the closer you'll get to having fortune. You can get all the way up to fortune 3 just by throwing a few lapis on there. Now it'll take a while, but it can be done. How much gold do we have? Yeah, we got enough gold to process in there. A good thing to remember, if you're gonna use the smeltery for ore processing, always do it in 9s so that you can make blocks, unless you have an ingot cast. You can do it 1 ingot at a time if you have a cast to pour ingots in. The smeltery is not just for ore processing, by the way. In fact, it's not even really for ore processing at all. That's all that I've used it for so far. But trust me, we'll have a lot more fun with the smeltery before we're done here. The reason I wanted to wait to mine the diamond is because I'd like to mine it with this pick that has luck on it. And maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get an extra diamond. Well, this gold is melting down. So, oh my goodness, it's melting it quickly too. Look at that, there it goes. Let's go ahead and pour the gold out. Look at that. 9 gold ore is about to get me 18 gold ingots thanks to the smeltery. Again, we could have used the grindstone and ground it up and gotten it that way. This way works fine too. Pour out 1 more block. Look at that block of gold. Alright. I hear a skeleton out there beating himself up on something. That's fine with me. I'm just going to leave him there. Alright. I will see you in a bit. Man, all I got around here is eucalyptus wood, so everything I'm doing is pink. Oh well. So, if we put 8 eucalyptus wood slabs and then an iron ingot, well, it doesn't have to be eucalyptus, it can be any wood, but it's eucalyptus right now. You get a tool rack. What is a tool rack? Well, it's added by Biblio Woods, which is an add-on to the Bibliocraft mod. And the tool rack is pretty neat. It's just a place for you to store tools other than a chest or something, and it looks kind of nice. So we'll put the tool rack, and we'll put it right there on the wall. This crescent hammer that we were using to move around the portable tank and all that, store that on there. the hammer. When we're not using it, throw that up there. As you can see, you can put any tool you want up there. When you want the tool back, simply come up and right click it. Tool falls on the floor, and there you go. Got ourselves a nice cool way to store our tools. Actually keep the hammer with me, but yeah, so there's that. Alright, I went ahead and made some more blank patterns, and I am going to make I think I'll make a hatchet, an axe. So we'll get an axe head pattern. In our part builder, as you can see, we already have the tool rod pattern. If we look at the tool forge, at the axe, where are you? The little hatchet. Well, you can see that it only requires two parts, the axe head and the handle, the tool rod. So we'll make the axe head out of stone, and the tool rod also out of stone. I think we have some stone shard in here. Yeah, well, we'll just use one of these. We don't even need to make one. Now, we're going to do something a little bit different. Normally, we would just come over here to the tool forge, and we put the components in, and we could grab our hatchet. Well, I want to do something a little bit more fun. So let's grab our mighty smelting book and take a look at what we can do here. We're going to page over to aluminum brass, 3 aluminum and 1 copper. I'm going to go grab that and we'll get it cooking. Let's see. And some aluminum ore. There we go. 3 aluminum and 1 copper. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the aluminum might double. So we'll bring another copper with us just in case it does. Throw the aluminum in there. And there we go. Okay, while this is melting down, I'm going to jump off camera. I'll see you back here in a bit. Alright, we're running short on time, so I'll make this quick. Instead of using the stone axe head to make an axe, we're going to place it in the casting table. And when we mix the aluminum and the copper, we get this aluminum brass. Pour that over the axe head, and we get an axe head cast. Let's pour it over the tool rod. We get a tool rod cast, and now let's pour it over an iron ingot, and we should get an ingot cast. We're down to 5 more ingots of aluminum brass. I guess it takes 1 ingot for each cast. So, rather than making a bunch of casts right now, I'm just going to make these into ingots, and I'll see you back here, and we'll finish up this tool real quick. Okay, after I got rid of the aluminum brass, I went ahead and melted down a little bit of iron, a couple of ingots. Let's go ahead and pour that into the axe head cast that we just made. We now have an iron axe head. There you are. And we're going to make a couple of iron tool rods. There's one. Go ahead and get me one more. Alright. And I like to leave the ingot cast in there, just because. So, when we come over here to make our hatchet now, we can use an iron tool rod, and we can use the iron axe head. Look at that. That's a nice looking hatchet right there. It's even got reinforced 1 as like a little status effect thingy. So we'll grab that. Now, you can make any of these tools here. For example, if you want to make a rapier, there's even bows. You can make the hammer out of iron or whatever metal you have. You can make a battle axe. The lumber axe we'll get into very soon because I love those. There's all kinds of options for what you can do here, and all that you have to do, first make the piece out of stone, pour aluminum brass over it to get one of these casts, and then melt the metal down you want to make it out of and pour it into the cast, and you're done. I'll save this iron tool rod in there because, you know, I'm sure need it for something later. Well, that about hits the end of this episode. We're done for now. Look at this. The MFR rubber trees look like they've grown. Look at this. Look how this thing tears through leaves. You see that? Look at that thing. Look at it go. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. I'll plant this one too. So that's it for us, guys. Thanks for tuning in or clicking in or whatever the frick you call it when you watch on a computer. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. All right.